Buttigo, will you turn it the fuck down?
I wasn't singing, I wasn't misbehaving. Hello everybody, I'm RuudDevil. Welcome back to the Age of the Ring. This is a replay. This is another cast of a replay. Featuring myself as Erebor. And gee, I wonder who I'm playing with. Could it be the mighty Camdam as Mordor? And the mighty Samdam as Rivendelion? Usually who I play with, the usual suspects. And, you know, it's actually not that big a deal because they're actually pretty competent players. I say like I'm better. I mean, they're better players than me, and we always get good games is what I'm saying. But we're on Hollanden, I'm pretty sure this map's called. One of the OG maps of Bifme. And the reason why I'm casting this is because... Is that sound? Like, I hear the music, but like... real quiet the rest of the game. It's kind of weird. Anyway, but the reason why I'm casting this is because my last video was about the Men of Dale. And, yeah, they're pretty fun to use, and I never really gave them the time of day. And, I kind of wanted a PvP scenario to test them in. So that's what this is going to be. So here I am, with my 3 resource buildings, making the Men of Dale Garrison. I never find it worth it going resource building and then barracks. I always like to do the double resource building, because if you start off with resource building and barracks, you never really have enough money to make your first troop immediately. So you might as well just start off with 2 resource buildings, and then while you're building your barracks, you're getting all that extra sweet cash from the second resource building. So that's just a little tip. Just always start with double resource and then make your barracks. Anyway, these guys are described as elite infantry, which I always missed. So 400 is a lot, but I guess they're still cheaper than the Grimhammers. And, I don't know, I mean, I never go Men of Dale, so I'm pretty sure, Sam and Cam, weren't expecting it, so I was actually feeling pretty good about my chances here. Cammy, I don't know how he does it. Let's see what he's got. He's got 3 slaughterhouses, making a lumber mill, 2nd barracks out, and I'm sure his eco is just stronger than everyone else's. 402, 450 resources. Cammy goes and destroys the outpost. I always like to cap him, and then if someone caps him from me, I'll just destroy it. But you might as well just cap it, and then, you know, because it's like 60 a tick or 30 a tick. It's something crazy. Oh, it's 50 a tick. It's neither of what I said. So, yeah, I disagree with what he's doing here. But hey, maybe better safe than sorry. Cammy's gone with the Wraiths of Mordor, which they do damage, and they can actually debuff pretty well. So I think if you don't plan on making heroes with Mordor pretty early on, they're actually a really good pick. Anyway, here I go. My elite infantry can tank these silly goblins, so I was just capping that. Building some more mine shafts. Samwise, whenever he plays Rivendell, he always gets the Breelanders out, the Breelanders. And, I mean, they're actually pretty solid on most maps, because most maps have, like, wargs and trolls as the creep, and these are pikes. And he's actually going with a 2nd Breelander barracks. I think... I don't know, maybe he's going with, can you get Tookish... You can get Tookish archers. If you get Breelanders, Took archers, and then Gildor, you get yourself a nice combo, because he buffs hobbits. And I know Breelanders aren't hobbits, I'm talking about the Took archers. Anyway, first engagement, he tries to destroy my outpost. I've got my 2nd Men of Dale on the field. And I'm pretty confident, because, I mean, orcs can't even beat regular infantry, let alone elite. So I'm feeling pretty good about it, but it wouldn't be Cammy if he, you know, didn't just undermine everything I ever do in this game ever. So Cammy had about 900 resources, I've got 400. I think, yeah, I had to upgrade this, and I'm making my first longbowman, that's probably where all my money's gone. The fact that you have to upgrade it makes it kind of annoying, but it makes sense. I mean, they are pretty damn good pretty good archers. Make a sneaky heroic statue there because I had the spare cash. And that's one of my biggest cruxes in this game, is that I just kind of spend cash as soon as I get it. I don't really save it for what I need. So anyway, I decided to go on the offensive, because I'm pretty confident. I'm thinking all he must have are orcs. Even if he has a couple archers, I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to retreat them into my Men of Dale archers, which I actually made use of the mines there. Oh my goodness, I never do that, and it's like a core component of being a good dwarf player, and I never do it. So yeah, I'm getting a little carried away here. Men of Dale, it's his time. They're coming out. Samwise got the Tookish archers. He's got 3 Breeland pikes. Oh my goodness. The good thing about watching the replays, you can just see every little step of what everyone else is doing. So yeah, massive fight here. Summons in the raids here, and then this is what he was saving up for. The fucking Nazgul, because of course Cammy gets that early hero out. So these raids, 25% damage, they also nerf your speed. So you combo that with the Dread Visage of the Nazgul, and you combo it with the fact that I don't have any pikes whatsoever, and Cammy's just having a field day here, so all my early bravado is just gone. This Nazgul is just having a whale of a time. He's level 3 already. Got Black Breath, he's got Screech. So, wasn't part of my plan. He actually tried to fear me into his army there, but I think I was just out of range, which was nice. But yeah, you can see why these wraiths are so good. I mean, yeah, they can die quickly, but that debuff is so useful. Anyway, it wasn't part of the plan, but I'm getting the Men of Escaroth because they're my pikes. I don't have the regular barracks out, so I'm just going to have to stick with the Men of Escaroth. Statistically, I don't know what they are compared to Erebor Pikemen. I'm guessing Erebor Pikemen have slightly more health. But, you know, they're not that bad. So yeah, Cammy gets the early Nazgul out. I don't know how much they are, though. I always forget the price. They're probably like 1,200 or something. And Sammy's obviously going for the attack now. He's got plenty of Brelanders, and yeah, Cammy knows that, so he dismounts like a nerd. Oh, I don't want to run into pikes and lose my hero instantly. No. And this is a common theme I see of Cammy a lot more. Just with a lot of factions, actually, is that he'll recruit a lot of cheap units to creep, and just not, like, just basically not really engage with the enemy until he's got enough for his hero, so he doesn't have to waste money re-recruiting units. So he just gets a crap ton of weak units, and then, you know, has his heroes to frontline everything. And that's what he's doing right now. He's got the Nazgul, and then he's got plenty of Orc Archers to back up. Now, usually the Brelanders and the Turkish Archers would have the advantage here. But with all the debuffs that Mordor have, they're just getting absolutely slaughtered in this forest here, which we can't really see. And I saw Mouth of Sauron run in there as well, so he's got Mouth of Sauron on the field. I don't know where he gets his money from, but anyway. I don't ask these questions because I'm pretty sure Cammy doesn't know either, it's just weird. So Samwise is doing a bit of a RuudDevil here. He's got the high ground here, he's built his towers. This is a good placement for towers because this is like a natural defense, so attacking it directly is a bit awkward because you have to like kind of squeeze yourself through this little gap here and then you're all clumped up and that's never a good thing. Towns Guard reporting. It seems Rivendell get Eredolwyn traders from the inn, which makes sense, I guess. Samwise actually had transport ships because they actually give you some money, which is actually pretty useful. They give you 10 a tick. Which I know isn't a lot, but hey, it's still better than nothing, I suppose. So here I am, recovering from my losses. Plenty of Men of Escaroth, plenty of Men of Dale. If you're wondering how I paid for all this, look how many mineshafts I have. I have loads. I got Roak out, leveled him up once to give everyone XP. And we got plenty of money. This is all going to go down and to be spent on Bard in a sec. As soon as it hits 1800. No, I guess it's not going down. Maybe I was distracted. Anyway, I was sort of capturing the outpost. I was baiting him to attack me because I had the Men of Escaroth to kill his Nazgul. Thought I would send one unit to destroy his armory. And, oh god, Cammy's got the Varyags of Khan now. He's got 2 Nazgul. How does he get the Varyags and all these heroes? I don't understand. Oh, man. But yeah, anyway, I made Roak. I can't really see where I put him, actually. But as soon as you level him up once, he does give you, you can boost your troops' XP. Oh, there he is. Now, Roak's really useful, just for situations like this. But my problem is that because he's really weak, he dies into like he dies to like 1 volley of arrows, and it's really hard to sort of keep him alive because I always forget about him. Anyway, Men of Dale Archers at the back. He's got 3 heroes. My troops have no armor at this point. I'm like, okay, let's just steady withdrawal, steady withdrawal. And there's Bard coming out. And then Roak's like, no! But because he's a flying unit, he has to take a wide berth, and he just... I mean, doesn't that just break your fucking heart? The raids come out, and I think this is another army that's just dying completely. Let me just switch it over to Mordor. He's got his tier 2 already from all that, and 5 more points. This is what always happens when I fight Cammy, no matter how prepared I am. I mean, these are Men of Dale. they're elite units, level 3 from Roak, and they still just got cut down. And because they were level 3 units, the more experienced units that you kill, the more power points you get. So he got like 16 points, or thereabouts. He's got his tier 2, and for the rest of the game, he'd be a tier ahead of me in terms of the spellbook. I had Men of Dale archers in the tower, so that's kind of what I was baiting into, but I lost most of my army before I could properly withdraw. Mouth of Sauron managed to get away because of course he did. He's just so strong. And you know what? You can't fault Cammy's strategy here. He's got all the debuffs from the Nazgul, and even though Orc archers are weak, I mean, they're basic archers, but they're orcs as well, so they're weaker than most conventional archers. But it doesn't matter, because with all the armor debuffs, they just turn into like Mirkwood archers, essentially. They just one-hit everything. So it's a real solid strategy, and it's one that he always does. He always has his heroes in the front, and then just a weak unit in the back to just clean up. So he killed my entire army there. All leveled up, killed Roak. I do have Bard, but he's only level 1. He's not much use to me yet. Anyway, I'm sick of taking this thing back, so I destroy it. And Men of Dale archers in the tower are formidable, but I didn't have enough. I mean, I really should have pulled back and just sort of baited him into it. And then Roak, I had fully upgraded him. I was going to summon in those Iron Hills and just cause pandemonium. But he apparently was moving his troops into the middle, so they just ran straight into each other. Now, if they were moving, then they wouldn't have seen Roak, because they would have detected him, but because they were moving, they wouldn't have shot him. It was just really unlucky that as I sent him in, he was already standing still there. So I was pretty pissed off, because it's actually a lot of money to upgrade Roak, so that's twice now he's died. Anyway, Cammy, who's just sort of destroying everyone at the moment, is attacking the middle. I only had one mineshaft in the middle, but Eco was still pretty strong, because I wasn't being harassed by Sam. I always forget you can garrison people in these towers, but honestly I've never gotten that much value out of them. They seem weaker than actual towers, but I could be wrong about that. Anyway, judging by the screams from Samwise, I knew he was being attacked, so I thought I'd send my army in the middle. Gothmog runs straight into my Esgaroth pikemen, but he summons the pikes and manages to get out somehow. And this is where the spellbook advantage really takes hold. Haradrim Cavalry. My beautiful Men of Dale. Now, I'm surrounded by cav and archers. I'm like, fuck this, into the mines. Bard and the Men of Dale, get into the mines. Rivendell units come down from the hills. For some reason, these Men of Dale archers were just too good for the mines. They didn't want to go in, so yeah, they pretty much all get slaughtered. And you know, Cammy just casually taking down 2 armies. Tangedor Hyde comes out. He's got Shelob, he's got the tier 3. I don't know how he gets power points so quickly. Like, he kills a lot of units, but still, it's so much more than everything else we've got.
Master, deliver me from this fate.
And without that prompt, you would never know he was low health. Anyway, Gildor. Look how fast Gildor goes. He's like Beautiful Joe in fast forward mode. So, Cammy's tier 3 power points. Anyway, Gildor breaks off the pursuit. Not really sure why. Maybe he didn't want him to get caught out, but the Gothmog summon sort of pins him in, and then... yeah, that was barbaric. Gildor just got ripped apart there. So, he's got 5,000, which obviously he's just spent on the Witch King because it all went in one swoop. He's got tier 3 spellbook. I don't know how he does it. Don't ask me. I don't know. I've only just hit my tier 2 spell. I've got whatchamacallit, the Deep Delving for that extra resources. Because he had so much Orc archers, I actually went for the Arkenstone and I got the Rams. I said I wasn't going to go for Rams, but when I saw all of the Orc archers come out, I'm like, okay, gonna have to go for Rams. The second reason why I went Arkenstone is because I wanted to get the Demolishers out. If I can't beat him through strength of arms, then maybe I can just Hail Mary this bitch and kill him with Siege. So Roak's back, Bard's back. Or Bard didn't die, but Bard somewhere around here. So, I think... am I researching anything at the moment? No, it's not even leveled up yet. I don't have my upgrades. But, I decided to just harass Cammy here with my Rams, get some nice power points, just annoy his eco a bit. I think Cammy is still making the Witch King, because he would show up on his Fell Beast. And yeah, he's got Gothmog. Just It's such a... I don't know where he gets the money for the heroes, but it is such a good strategy as Mordor. Because obviously they have debuffs for days. And I keep mentioning just how good it is, but... Like, it's just... I'm just, you know... It's just clever. I wish I kind of thought out my strategies like that. Anyway, the Witch King is here. Comes out level 5. That's another debuff. His debuff takes priority over everyone else's. I don't know if there's a limit to how many debuffs you can stack on an enemy. But I know that the Witch King's takes priority. Anyway, Bard, he's got his level 3. So that's 2 XP gains I can give my army. 1 through Bard, 1 through Roak. Let's see what Samwise is doing. Samwise has got the floodgates, because he's... of course he's got the floodgates. He's starting to get the Rivendell units out. Which he made his Rivendell barracks up here. And he's got a lot... He's playing very RuudDevil-esque. Just, you know, turtle the shit out of a corner of the map. And obviously, the high ground, the ranges, is a real good defensive point. So I've got it set on my point of view. So this is how much I can see. I have no idea that Cammy's moving his army in the middle here. I'm just slowly getting my upgrades, slowly building up. Iron Hill's Redoubt comes in. Iron Hill's Demolisher comes in. Eco is really strong thanks to Deep Delving. Getting the Mithril Tipped Arrows. Yeah, basically with this tier 2 power, I never have to worry about resources again, so it's really useful. And there's the Demolisher coming out. So while Cammy's doing that, I'm still harassing his Eco with the Rams. And I don't think he's got any upgrades. No, he's obviously not got upgrades. All of his money went into heroes. But scarily enough, he doesn't need the upgrades because his heroes are so strong. I think Mordor heroes are one of the just well-rounded, just really good heroes in the game, in the mod. Anyway, there's a little green smidge here. Oh yeah, find his builder. That's right. It's kind of a dick move to kill the builder, but it is. I mean, it's 500 monies he has to make back. It's just such a. I don't know. We always make jokes that it's war crimes, but it is so gratifying when you actually manage to kill a builder. Anyway, going for his armory because I don't know. I think I took pleasure in destroying all of his armories. Let's switch it over to Cammy's vision. Samwise is still on his tier 1 power. His eco's okay. Oh, the floodgates. Oh my god! That's amazing damage to the Nazgul. Maybe it's meant to be like that. Oh no, in the transport ships. That's the problem with transport ships. As soon as you hit Q and move, they'll go to the shore, and then that's just money down the drain. But yeah, those Nazgul took a lot of damage from the floodgates. I think that's... I don't think they're meant to do that much damage to heroes. I think it's more of a Easter egg sort of thing, you know? Anyway, is this my movie moving in? It is. So Cammy's vision doesn't even go up to the outpost. So this just all comes out of the shadows here. We've got Bard the Boorman. And there I have 3 demolishers. I thought I had more demolishers in this attack. But anyway, here I go in. Mithril Tipped Arrows. Level 5 Men of Dale Archers before the battle started, thanks to Bard and Roak. We're going to ignore the attachments, because thankfully our demolishers can actually just fit in here. And actually, look how little damage the barricade expansion took from the demolisher. It's actually a lot better to go for the fortress. The damage is the same. The barricade seems just as tanky than the fortress with Mogul sorcery. But anyway, I told you I was just going to go for his structures, and oh god, here they come, and there goes the fortress. I was focusing my Men of Dale there, which killed the Witch King. That's what that little flash of light was. I think I've got the heavy armor as well. Yeah, I've got the Dwarven Plate as well. Although these Harajim guys are actually doing pretty good damage despite that. Level 4 Bard. 20 power points for Cammy, but literally means nothing because he's got no fort, and as that builder I killed. I don't know what happened to his second builder because I only killed one builder. So that's his fortress gone, and I'm guessing Sam did actually kill his other builder, because, yeah, Cammy's really got nothing at this point, and I think the main part of this video, oh yeah, also Gothmog decides to do a suicidal charge into 2 towers, and he's dead. Only +2. No, it couldn't have been +2, that's for the orcs. Yeah, that was weird. But yeah, a point, like, watch this replay back. I kind of felt like the Men of Dale were a really good choice, but really, Cammy outplayed me the entire game. It was just the Demolisher rush that won it. I still think the Men of Dale units are good, and I think they're viable. It's just that Cammy's strategy, or Cammy's use of heroes just sort of trumped mine. Which is weird. I mean, I still think they're good, it's just they can be beaten, is what I'm saying. So yeah, that was a fully upgraded army. That was 90% of my army killed. They had mithril-tipped arrows, they had heavy armor. And with those mithril-tipped arrows, they're really good against heroes. I mean, they just melted Witch King in that last battle. And, but yeah, it's really the Demolishers that sort of won me that mini victory. I think I kind of won the, I don't know. It's just a bit cheap to go for one's fortress, but if you're just losing your army constantly, that's just, I don't know, that's why I did it. I've got Undermine. I'm not really sure why I went for Undermine. It's just I kind of wanted to take the direct route to my tier 4 rather than just get the other things. Because I think Rallying Horn would have given me the extra armor to just sort of, you know, the extra damage and armor to make these guys even more, or even stronger. I have loads of money because Deep Delving, so I made Thorin. He's the faction leader, comes with leadership, he can debuff the enemy. And there's that XP boost from Bard. It's nice going into battle with the at least level 3 units, you know? So yeah, what's Samwise got? Samwise is still just turtling on top of this little hilltop. Poor Cammy. Lost both of his builders, cheap shot at his fortress. All he's got left is this level 3 Haradrim Palace. And I think... Did Mouth of Sauron die in that fight? I think he did. I only see 2 Nazgul. But poor Cammy. Played the best and somehow is doing the worst now. So my plan is, I wasn't going to finish off Cammy. I mean, you should always finish off enemies, but I kind of wanted to keep Cammy alive because it was a late game Rivendell I was facing, so I was a little nervous. I was like, if I keep him alive, he'll be a thorn in Sam's side. I also summoned the Iron Hills dudes from Roak, who are really tanky because they come in with heavy armor and forge blades. And I think I'm able to get his level 3 Slaughterhouse before they die. Which is a testament to how tanky they are, because remember, the Slaughterhouse hits me as well. And actually gets it. Oof. So here I go. Fully upgraded army. Level 3. Thank you, Bard. Still not level 5. I really wanted that heal in combat. That would have been so good. But bringing up the rear is 4 Demolisher crew, laddie. So I'm pretty confident. And there's Roak. I'm pretty sure Roak dies again. I feel like for him, since he flies in the air, the stealth detection on him should be a lot less. Given that he dies so quickly, it's a bit... I don't know. It's a bit unfair. Anyway, going on the warpath. Those mithril-tipped arrows do a lot of structure damage, apparently. And we just wait here. I know he's got floodgates. Oh, and here we go. Gildor feels the wrath of my mithril-tipped arrows. Bard, unfortunately, was at the back of my army and I got flanked, so he was technically at the front of my army. So he was taking the full brunt of all these ranges. Tangoto Hyde comes in. And just Bard gets destroyed. Anyway, Demolishers just, well, demolish everything. I don't think a fortress is going to last long against 4. The Floodgate does decent damage, by the way. Like, that's how much damage it does in one attack. Pretty good damage, to be honest. There, the other fortress is down. Don't need to worry about spellbooks anymore. Some level 5 Bard the Bowman. I'm pretty sure Roak died. Oh no! Roak lived! Oh my goodness, I don't believe it! So anyway, just demolishing the rest of his base. I didn't actually know about this area, by the way. I knew he had like a tower there. I knew he had some units. I had no idea he had an entire second base there. So it was kind of annoying. It's actually typical Samwise when I destroy his base. That it's never over. He always makes you work for the win, and it's so annoying. So I wasn't quite sure, like you can tell by the vision range, I'm not really sure where he was. So I sent my army up here, my demolishers down here. And we'll just, you know, just see what happens. Now, Cammy knows that I've got this place defended with the towers. So he's gonna go around and just be a all-around nuisance. Oh yeah, Samwise did rush battering rams to my base, and I literally had nothing. If Dwarven Reinforcements wasn't off cooldown, I would have been majorly fucked. He might have been able to get my fortress, actually. Because battering rams are really resilient to damage. Anyway, there goes the Undermine, just so I can get the Shake Foundation. Didn't need to use it, but I don't know. I had it. This was the last remnants of his base. So I'm like, nah, let's just do it. I'm pretty sure that's his last builder dead there. Thorin can tank Dunedain all day. Oh yeah, and I made a builder because I was actually terrified I might lose my fortress, and I didn't want to taste defeat from the jaws of victory, you know? I didn't want to let victory slip. So, these towers always make me nervous. It's kind of the reason why I make them a lot, is because I'm trying to unnerve my enemy. And I actually have a reason to be nervous, because look what he does. Look what he does to my entire army. He killed so many. Anyway, the barracks is all that's left. Bringing up the demolishers. Anyway. Cammy's just being an all-around nuisance. He actually had a lot of units there, but I was building a tower, had a tower attachment. I had dwarven stonework, because obviously you need that for the Arkenstone, so I wasn't that bothered, actually. Kind of just had one ram just running in. Anyway, we're 1 point off the tier 4. And here come the demolishers. Oh my god, there was 4 of them still. I didn't lose a single one.
There's more work to be done.
Oh. Oh yeah, Bard did die. Damn, Sam. Level 5. He finally got level 5 and then died. So I didn't actually get to use it once in combat, which was a shame. And yeah. Demolishers are real fun to use. I feel like Demolishers and Men of Dale are my new favorite combo. Which I never thought I would ever use. I've like completely switched my strategy. I never used to make Bard or use Dale units, but there we go. Also, I just realized any of these level 4 guys, if I have a level 4 swordsman in here, I don't think I do. Nope, these are all archers. These are Men of Esgaroth. But the level 4 swordsman would have been able to debuff his Variags, which is annoying. The Dalek Supremacy. Anyway, I know he's got one building left. Look how resilient this Demolisher is. You got the Cataphracts, and they're doing nothing. Anyway, the game's over at this point, so I'm like, you know what, let's use Thrall's Horde. Let's summon a dragon for the lols. Now, at this point, the Cataphracts, they go right over the gold, yet I still get it. So I don't know if there's a delay on picking up the gold, or if enemies can't pick up the gold. I'm beginning to think that there was just a delay on it. And then there's the dragon that comes in. So yeah, I'd say Men of Dale are actually really strong. But as Cammy demonstrated, they're not as good as his hero defense. If it wasn't for those demolishers, I would not have won. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed that cast, and I will see you again sometime. Bye-bye.